Okay, so just a bit of a recap. We started with this problem, and from there we wrote some instructions. We took those instructions step by step when we actually took a situation. And after that, we wrote some pseudocode. Where's pseudocode? Here's some pseudocode. So what we're going to do now, we're going to use trusty old Edgy, everyone's favorite web-based block programming thingy, and we're going to make it work. So I'm looking at my pseudocode, and I'm going to need a variable called my number. So I'm going to say variable, I'm going to call it my number, and I will set my number to 3. So that's what I work with, because I know what my answer will be. Now I'm going to then have a look and see, okay, while number is greater than 1. So I'm going to say control, and I'm going to say repeat until, where's the repeat? Repeat until operator, my number, variable, my number, operator is equal to 1. Let me put that in there. And then I'm going to say if my number is odd, so I want to check if a number is odd, so I need an if statement. So it's if else, I've got if and I've got else, so that's what I'm going to bring in. So I'm going to pull that in here and I'm going to say if my number is odd. Now, if we want to check if it's odd, if we divide by 2, well, we have 1 as our answer. So to do that, if we divide by 2, we've always got a remainder of 1. We use modulo for that, modulo division, some people call it. So my number, mod 2, if I click that, now it's saying 0. If I do 3 mod 2, this will give me 1. If I do 4 mod 2, it'll give me 0 because there's no remainders. So that's how we tell. So I put my number in there, mod 2. So then we say if this, so if it's odd, it equals 1. So I'm going to put this in here. If mod 2 equals 1, so if it has a remainder of 1, then we set my number to my number becomes my number times 3 plus 1. That's what we put in. But I'm just going to put the 3 times first. So I'm going to take out the times. I'm going to do plus. I'm going to say 3 times my number, triplicate, put it in there, plus 1. I'm going to drag this, put it in there, drag the whole thing, and put it in there. Else, set my number, triplicate, and instead of all this and this, I'm going to say my number divided by 2, because that's what it is. So bring up the pseudocode just so we see it there together. So can I make that smaller? Yes, a little bit. So here we go, times 3 plus 1. So my number is being set to 3. Repeat until my number equals 1, while my number is greater than 1, close enough. If my number mod 2 equals 1, so if my number is odd, we're going to do this. If it's not, we're going to do that, which is the division. Let's see if this works. So my number, 1. Okay, let's set this to something else. Let's have a look. Let's set it to 7. 7. 1. Okay, we'll put this on so we see step 3. 7, 22, 11, 34, 17, 52, 26, 13, 40, 20, 10, 5, 16, 8, 4, 2, 1. So we've ended up with this there. So that's how it works.